How many times have you heard older women on dating apps say things like, "I know my worth," and "I'm looking for a man to settle down"? These are usually the words of a woman who has spent decades living her best life or focusing on her career, and is now looking for the good man to save her from dying alone. Women in their mid-30s and older flood dating apps in the hopes of finding a man that brews and has a level of stability to finally wipe them out and become their retirement plan. However, what these women fail to realize is that men at that age have been burned so badly by divorces, child support battles, sexless marriages, and countless rejections for decades that men have wised up to the game and are refusing to settle down with a declining woman, in contrast to the past when most women were not declining and men were willing to settle down with them. My question to the older women who helped to destroy dating would be whether or not it was really worth it. And the sad part is that the same women who helped to destroy dating and relationships are the same women on dating apps today, complaining about where all the good men have gone and their daughters who are now in the 30th year of their lives. Women are solely responsible for destroying the future of dating for themselves and the generation that will come after them, because they want to get the men they desire and have fun. Never forget that many of these women were once married but divorced because they believed they could get ahead of their husbands. As a result, they betrayed their husbands, took their children, and entered the dating scene with the hope of bypassing all the other available women and landing a top-tier man all to themselves. However, the reality is often cruel because all that awaited most of these post-war women was a hard, stiff pipe, and that's all they received with no commitment. Therefore, why would men choose to date an older woman when they can get the women in their prime that they couldn't get before, especially in today's economic climate, where we are due for another recession and time is getting hard? Women are selling themselves online for, as Coach Greg Adams would say, a fistful of 20s. So why would a man pay more money to have a woman wring his neck? Also, men who have money have the option of dating young, fertile, and tight-skinned women, rather than the phrase "online dating leaves middle-aged women in the single wilderness," is the title of this piece of writing. According to relationship counselor and agony aunt Susan Quilliam, some single women are going through a terrible ordeal on online dating sites. They are also much more eager to get into a new relationship and are much less likely to give someone a second chance, which may seem callous, but they are much more likely to fall in love quickly than men. Men get to pick up and down the age range. You are eligible because you satisfy all of the requirements. Let's go out and get a double duvet because women are more cautious. Alright, gentlemen, so here you see it for yourself on dating apps. Women aged 45 to 55 are arguably much more sexually mature and able to give a lot more pleasure than women aged 25 to 34. Alright, women in their 40s and 50s are not given preference over younger women in the selection process. Shocking, right? I mean, who couldn't see this coming? But then, they'd wrought this on themselves. So you shouldn't feel sorry for them, and you should keep the ice water pumping through your veins. Dating is especially difficult for formerly married women who are dealing with anxiety and stress. It is difficult to find second chances at love when raising children is the primary focus of one's life. A representative from Nicola Lamb Netlam, who is also her mother, said that sometimes it can be hard to be a single parent. Parents who raise their kids by themselves often see themselves as their 2-year-old's equivalent of being worthless, lonely, and alone. When you need a single friend and a babysitter to get to bars and clubs, it can feel like a younger person's game. Nobody believes they'll find love online. Susan Broom, 48 and single, has given up actively looking for a man online and is sad about it. I stopped actively looking for a man online, so I'm not afraid she was matched with men in their 50s to 70s who wouldn't settle. Let them die, I've said. Even when a man shows interest, they reject him, hoping for someone better. Online dating encourages men to cherry-pick a younger mate, which is depressing for older women. Let them die alone, even if they tap the thumbs-up button, and then listen to these women. I'm Rachel, and I'm 37 years old. I've been dating online for a while now. I'm attractive, fit, and I have a job. I've never been married, and I don't have any children. I'm looking for a long-term relationship, but I'm not willing to settle. I would date a female without a problem. However, men in their 40s are looking for women who are in the 27 to 34-year-old bracket. I remember, let's take a look at another one. Kim says, I'm having a child on my own, and I will tell her to be married by the time she is 30 if she intends on having a family. Kim is the third of 4 children, and it is as obvious as the sun shining that waiting this long to have children was a mistake. It makes things harder, not impossible, but harder. However, people constantly advise you that you have all this time and that you should go gallivanting all over the globe. Not only that, but because she can't find a man to build a family with, she is forced to resort to getting pregnant on her own. And, as I've said, don't feel sorry or a shred of sympathy for these people. She didn't mention all the guys she rejected who wanted to give her a family and how she lived her best life on the carousel. But we know that she was not at home sitting on her wet vice grip waiting for a good man this entire time. If you want to be successful when dating older women, you need to keep the ice water pumping in your heart and live like a free agent. Only in this way can you come out on top. Men in the monk mode army who have chosen their own path to victory are doing so at this moment, so you dare to get weak and commit. If you do not continue in the direction of becoming a free agent, I guarantee that you will come to lament the choice at a later time. To support us, like this video, please subscribe, and make sure to send this video to the person who needs to hear it the most.